Hi, I'm Andy Aledort, and in this video lesson I'm going to be talking about a guitar technique known as double stops. Double stops is a sound wherein two notes are played simultaneously on the guitar, and generally speaking it's either the sound of thirds, minor or major thirds, fourths, fifths, sixths, or other sounds, seconds, minor seconds. And double stops are used by guitarists of all different genres. It's an incredibly useful technique for soloing or for writing riffs. You'll hear it in the electric blues guitar playing of pioneer T-Bone Walker, as well as rock and roll pioneer Chuck Berry, who was influenced by T-Bone Walker's use of double stops, and Keith Richards, who is as well influenced by Chuck Berry. And then the blues rock legendary guitar players such as Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and the more modern guys, Joe Bonamassa and Gary Moore. And it's just a technique that's useful in so many different ways. You'll also hear it in metal guitar playing of Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, up to Metallica and Megadeth, and more modern black metal sounds like Children of Bodom and In Flames. And you'll even hear it in the pop sounds of the Black Keys and John Mayer. So let's get to some different double stop examples right now. A double stop is the most elemental way to demonstrate harmony because we just have a single note, which is the root note, and one other note. And the two notes played together, we are now given harmony by the sound of the two notes together. So an A and a C note together, that's the sound of a minor third. If you make it a C sharp, that's the sound of a major third. A and D, that's a fourth. Fourths often can be played by barring across two strings. A and E flat is a flat five, interval of a flat five. So that double stop is like A flat five. If we move E flat up to E, you get A and E, which is like an A5 power chord, or you can play it here. A and F, F is the flat six of A, and that's an interesting sound. You make F natural, F sharp, and now we have a sixth, A and F sharp, and that's the sound of a natural six, not a flat six. F is flat six, that's a six. And just to remind you, these intervallic names come from just counting up the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you were to play A and G, that's the sound of a flat 7 or a dominant 7. A and G sharp. It's the sound of a major 7. And then A with an A higher, that's an octave. You could play A with B flat, that's an odd sound. Flat 9, A in the ninth. Raised ninth, that's when C moves up an octave. These are tenths with C sharp moved up an octave. And 11th, A and D move up an octave. That's a 12th, and then we'll go as far as a 13th, which is the 6th moved up an octave. And you could also play seconds, so it would be A and B together, or flat seconds, which you hear in some modern prog rock and metal. So just the sound of the two notes together creates a certain quality and creates harmony, and you should acquaint yourself with all those things, and I'm going to give you some exercises and things to do to clarify how those things work on the fretboard.